Imagine a force so powerful, so destructive that it threatens to consume the world. It spreads like a plague, leaving chaos and devastation in its wake. This is the terrifying image of Gog and Magog, figures shrouded in mystery and fear. They have haunted the human imagination for centuries. Across cultures and religions, their names are whispered with a mix of dread and fascination. Who are these harbingers of destruction? What are their origins? And most importantly, what fate awaits humanity when they are unleashed upon the world? This essay explores the ancient prophecies surrounding Gog and Magog. We will delve into their significance in the world's major religions. Join us as we unravel the mysteries of these ancient prophecies. We will examine their relevance to our world today. Gog and Magog are often depicted as powerful enemies of God and humanity. Their origins can be traced back to ancient scriptures. They appear as destructive forces in the Torah, the Bible, and the Quran. These texts offer glimpses into their nature and the threat they pose. They are frequently described as barbaric hordes. They bring chaos and destruction wherever they tread. In some interpretations, Gog and Magog represent specific nations or groups. Others view them as symbols of evil and the forces of chaos. Their true nature remains a subject of debate among scholars. Regardless of their specific identities, one thing is clear. Gog and Magog represent a formidable threat to the established order. They embody the potential for destruction and upheaval that has captivated religious thinkers for centuries. The story of Gog and Magog first appears in the Torah, the sacred text of Judaism. In the book of Ezekiel, Gog is described as the leader of Magog. Magog is a land or people known for their military might. They are prophesied to launch a devastating attack against Israel. This attack will be orchestrated by God himself as a test of faith. The prophet Ezekiel vividly describes the terrifying scale of the invasion. Gog and Magog's armies will be vast and merciless. They will sweep across the land like a destructive tide. However, the Torah assures us that God will ultimately triumph. He will protect his chosen people. Gog and Magog will be vanquished in a cataclysmic battle. This victory will usher in an era of peace and prosperity for Israel. This story serves as a powerful reminder of God's sovereignty. It emphasizes his role as protector of the faithful. The prophecy of Gog and Magog is echoed in the New Testament of the Bible. The book of Revelation, known for its apocalyptic imagery, depicts their return in the end times. They are portrayed as instruments of Satan. They will be unleashed upon the world to sow chaos and destruction. The Bible paints a vivid picture of their final assault. They will gather countless warriors from the corners of the earth. Their armies will be so vast that they will darken the sun with their numbers. This apocalyptic battle will culminate in a final confrontation between good and evil. Jesus Christ will return to defeat Gog and Magog. He will establish his eternal kingdom on earth. The prophecy serves as a stark warning to the wicked. It offers hope to the righteous. It promises a future where evil is vanquished. God's justice prevails. Section 5. The Final Assault. Gog and Magog in the Quran. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, also speaks of Gog and Magog, known as Ya'juj and Ma'juj. They are described as powerful and destructive beings. They will be released upon the world as a sign of the approaching day of judgment. The Quran recounts how a righteous ruler, Dhul Qarnayn, constructed a mighty barrier to hold back the hordes of Gog and Magog. This barrier, made of iron and molten copper, has protected humanity for centuries. However, as the end times approach, the barrier will weaken. Gog and Magog will break free, unleashing their fury upon the world. Their release is a chilling reminder of the transient nature of this world. It emphasizes the inevitability of judgment and the hereafter. The Quran's description of Gog and Magog adds another layer to this enduring prophecy. It reinforces the universal themes of destruction, divine intervention, and ultimate judgment. Section 6. Prophecies of Destruction, Signs of the End Times. The prophecies surrounding Gog and Magog are often linked to a series of events that will signal the end of the world as we know it. These end times prophecies describe a period of great tribulation. There will be widespread chaos, natural disasters, and moral decay. The release of Gog and Magog is considered one of the most significant signs of this impending doom. Their emergence will signal the beginning of the final battle between good and evil. This battle will determine the fate of humanity. The specific details of these end times prophecies vary across different religious traditions. The core message remains consistent. The world as we know it is coming to an end. Humanity will face a final reckoning. These prophecies serve as a stark reminder of the ephemeral nature of our existence. They encourage believers to prepare for the afterlife. Section 7. The Power of Faith. Overcoming the Gog and Magog threat. Despite the terrifying nature of the Gog and Magog prophecies, they also offer a message of hope. All three Abrahamic religions emphasize that faith in God is the ultimate shield against these forces of evil. Believers are urged to strengthen their faith. They should seek God's protection. They are promised deliverance from the coming tribulations. In the face of overwhelming darkness, faith becomes a beacon of hope. It offers a path to salvation and triumph over adversity. The prophecies emphasize that even in the darkest of times, God's power will prevail. Those who remain faithful will be rewarded. This message of hope is particularly relevant in today's world. We are faced with numerous challenges and uncertainties. Section 8. Modern interpretations Gog and Magog in today's world. The prophecies of Gog and Magog continue to resonate with people today, albeit with evolving interpretations. Some scholars and theologians view these ancient prophecies through a more symbolic lens. They believe that Gog and Magog do not represent literal nations or armies. Instead, they symbolize the broader forces of evil and chaos that threaten humanity. These forces could manifest as political unrest, social upheaval, or even environmental destruction. This interpretation allows for a more fluid understanding of the prophecy. It can be applied to various contemporary issues. On the other hand, others maintain a more literal interpretation. They believe that Gog and Magog represent specific nations or groups that will emerge in the end times. Section 9. Lessons from Prophecy, Wisdom for the Present Day. Whether interpreted literally or symbolically, the prophecies of Gog and Magog offer valuable lessons for us today. They serve as a reminder of the importance of faith, morality, and preparedness. The prophecies encourage us to examine our own lives. We should strive to live in accordance with God's will. We should be prepared for the uncertainties of the future. They also highlight the cyclical nature of history. The rise and fall of empires, the recurring themes of conflict and resolution, are all part of the human experience. By studying these ancient prophecies, we can gain a deeper understanding of our own time. We can learn from the mistakes of the past. Section 10. The Enduring Relevance of Gog and Magog. The prophecies of Gog and Magog have captivated the human imagination for centuries. Their enduring relevance speaks to the power of these ancient narratives. In a world grappling with uncertainty, conflict, and the threat of global crises, these prophecies offer a framework for understanding the challenges we face. They provide a stark reminder of the fragility of peace. They emphasize the importance of spiritual preparedness. While the specific details of these prophecies may remain shrouded in mystery, their core message continues to resonate across cultures and generations. They remind us that history is not random. It is guided by a divine plan. We all have a role to play in this unfolding drama. Section 11. Conclusion. Facing the future with hope. The prophecies of Gog and Magog, despite their ominous overtones, ultimately offer a message of hope. They remind us that even in the face of overwhelming darkness, faith and righteousness will ultimately prevail. The forces of evil, no matter how powerful they may seem, are not invincible. They will face divine judgment. As we navigate the complexities of the 21st century, these ancient prophecies can serve as a source of guidance and inspiration. They encourage us to strengthen our faith, live morally upright lives, and face the future with courage and hope. The ultimate victory over Gog and Magog, both literally and metaphorically, lies in our hands. We have the power to choose faith over fear, righteousness over wickedness, and ultimately hope over despair.